Welcome back to another episode of Showtime Radio Podcast. I am your host, Showtime, also known as Jenna. And before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, click that notification button so you know when I drop a video. Oh my gosh. And tell a friend to what? Pull up, pour up any drink of your choice and tune in as we dive into this hot topics. Now, today I'm drinking some wine. Was going to have it later, but since it's starting to get late, I just figured I'd do it while I'm doing the podcast. I wanted to drink water out here, but it is what it is. I'm drinking some wine. So go ahead and cheers up your girls, because we're about to get into it. And if you're watching this with a friend, then, let's see how your friendship ends after this. No, so. Okay, so if you haven't already, go click out of this, exit this video. Not before liking it. Like it anyways, because you know it's gonna be some good content. But anyways, go watch my previous video when I was talking about, I think, like fighting, battles and stuff like that, and being strong and blah 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 blah, all that. I'm not gonna repeat myself, just go watch that video, then come back and watch this video so you all up to date, up to speed, speedy. So lately, ever since before that video, that last video I made, and then after that last video I made, man, life is hitting me hard, man, and so has the devil. And I've been in the midst of, I've been getting hit with just life, and I've get hit with the devilin', and I've been getting hit with just being tested, God testing the tested, right? And so it has just been draining emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. And and like I always say in my videos, you'll have your great days and you'll have your not so great days. You'll have days when you feel super strong and you were successful that day, and you'll have the days where you feel not so strong, and you didn't get things done that day, or you weren't as productive and whatever, right? And so it has just been rough. It has been rough. But I wanted to make this video because it's so important to have a group of people, whether it's friends or family. We're going to stick with friends for this, around you that have some sort of substance, that are walking in a similar path that you're walking in. And then it doesn't have to be an identical path that you're walking in, but you want to surround yourself with people of substance, of people of great value, of people with a similar walk as you, similar desires, who have what the heck? You want to surround yourself with people that have the best intentions for you. You want to surround people. You want to surround yourself. I feel like I was forgetting yourself. You want to surround yourself for all those things, but you want to surround yourself with people that genuinely love you, and you also want to surround yourself. Me personally, I want to surround myself with people that are interested in God in some sense. It doesn't have to be in a religious religion aspect, but that for me, everybody, we all share different, whatever. But for me personally, I want people in my group who are, have the desire, to have God in their life, right? And so the reason that I say I have these lists of things of why you want these qualities of people, that was hard to get out, in your friend group, is because when you're having moments like I'm having, when you're in the midst of your storm, when you're struggling with these demons and these battles in life, and your test, and you're confused and you're ready to tap out, your friends are there to cheer you on and encourage you. Your friends are there to remind you why you got into that business in the first place, to remind you why you and your husband are so great together, and that this is a part of a marriage, this is a part of a relationship, this is just a hump that you guys have to get over. Don't give up on something that can be so beautiful, to remind you that the best is yet to come. Your current finances aren't going to be your final finances, right? And the list goes on. Oh my gosh, guys, I need to slow down. My tongue is like, oh my god. Let me take a sip of my wine. You don't want, but you need people like that in your corner. Because when you get to those moments in your life, you're very vulnerable, right? When you get to those moments when you start seeking out, right? When you feel like God isn't listening to you and you can't hear God, you're in a very vulnerable state. And so what do? You start seeking out from the people around you, right? You start seeking out from somebody else who's in a relationship. You start seeking out from somebody who's sharing the similar walk, or who's been there. And when you seek out, you want to receive information of substance, right? You want to receive information that doesn't have a hidden agenda behind it. That's not envious or jealous. That's not that is not inspired by trauma and their guilt and their own insecurities or their fears, and the list goes on. You want to seek valid information. You want to seek godly information, if that is the walk that you on, if that is the group of people you desire to be around. Speaking from myself, right? Because we all fall short of something sometimes, and we all are not perfect, and we all are going through it, and we all know life be lifing. I'm gonna put that on a shirt. When I start making merch, I'm gonna put that on a shirt. Hey, when I start making merch, I'm gonna put that on a shirt. Hey, when I start making merch, I'm gonna put that on a shirt. But seriously, to go back, to be serious, you guys. I kind of forgot. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Life be lifing, right? And so you want to have people that not only have been there, but have navigated through it, through the guidance of God, through other people that had the best interest for them, through a real, let's keep it real because people ain't real these days, through a real lens, through a real heart, through a sincere heart, right? And so you need to be mindful. I need to be mindful, or I already am mindful, of the company you keep. A lot of people throw around best friends and friends very loosely. Very loosely. And I personally feel like that's something that is, what is the word? I forget. This word is not coming to my head. That is something that is special. That is something that is sacred, right? That is, along with your relationship in your family, your relationship with your partner. Friendships are another sacred, very special, in a way, intimate thing, right? And so when you look at it through that lens, your perspective on friendship, your perspective on people around you, your perspective on how you guard your heart, guard your ears, your eyes, mind, body, spirit, will change. Because instead of it being something so loose, I have a million bajillion friends. No, I have a lot of people I know, but these are my friends. I know a lot of women, but these are my girls. You see what I'm saying? Like it becomes different, right? I think that's a good place to take a sip. If you're drinking too, comment down below what you're sipping on. I like to sip on wine, the good Lord juice. I love wine. How can you not love wine? I know for me, my most of my friends are in my family group. My girls, on a day-to-day or almost day-to-day talking basis, getting together, hanging out, and all that, most of them are in my family. And your friends, regardless of what anybody says, your friends can very much be in your family. Just because people are family don't mean they always get along. Just because people are family don't mean they always talk to each other. Just because people are family, like the list goes on. But when you find friends in your family, that's like a bonus, baby. A bonus, baby. So my friends are in my family. And let me tell you, the women in my family, the women that I surround myself with, are women of such great substance, are women who aren't perfect, who have been through it, Lord have mercy, God bless their souls, literally, who have been it. But you know what? They're 10 times the woman because of it. They are amazing, beautiful, encouraging, strong warriors of the Lord Almighty because of it, right? And some of them I even look up to. Hell, most of them I even look up to. You know, and I know when I come to them with something, they're gonna give it to me straight and raw. You know, and that's something too that needs to be important within in a friendship. If your friendship is only if your friendship only runs smooth when you have a yes, you're right, girl, forget him, he's wrong, oh yeah, you should do that, oh yeah, she tripping, if your friend group only consists of kissing each other's butt, that you guys aren't helping each other. You guys are keeping each other stagnant. Y'all aren't being real friends. Y'all are being yes women to each other, right? Y'all are just keeping the band-aid on. Y'all just securing your band-aids on each other. You just y'all are just securing each other's band-aids over broken. Y'all are securing each other's band-aids over growth. Y'all are securing each other's band-aids over insecurities, and the list goes on. Right? You want to, in your friend group, you need to, it's important. If you want to grow, if you want to be successful in any way, and I'm not just talking about in the physical way, I'm talking about in the spiritual way too. You need friends that are going to tell you, yo, man, you wrong. You dead wrong. Why'd you even do that? Right? You need friends like that, because friends like that will make you better. Friends like that will push you to be the person that God created you to be. Friends like that will check you. You need friends to check you. And it doesn't have to be in a nasty, like, checking doesn't have to be in a, hold on. Being checked doesn't have to be in a nasty way. Being checked can come out of a loving way. Yo, I know who you are. I see where you're going. Why are you acting like that? Why are you going back to your old self? Why are you stepping outside of your character? That's love. When someone is checking you, when someone is giving it to you straight and raw, when someone's being honest with you, honesty in a friendship is key. Just like in a relationship, honesty in a friendship is key, because honesty stems from love. Being raw stems from love. Being checked stems from love, depending on how you do it, of course, right? Because that is that person's way of saying, this doesn't suit you. You're better than this. You hold yourself to a higher standard than how you reacted to that person, how you responded to that person, how you blowing up Facebook with all your information and you know, dogging this person out. That don't suit you. You weren't made to be like that. That's not going to get you closer to your goals. Why are you acting like that? Right? These are all an act of love. So if you don't have that in your friend group, does your friend really love you? Does your friend have the best interest for you? Friends, I feel like are they're not just there for companionship, they're there for guidance. Right? When you're seeking out guidance and advice from your friends, they're helping you navigate through what you're going through. Ooh. Right? And that ties back into, what are they being led by? That ties back into, are you guys on the similar path? That ties back into, are they a woman or man of value, of substance? Because what are you being led by? Because you could be led astray. Right? This wine tastes like a taco. It does. I'm drinking. I'm like, maybe I'm just craving a taco. I don't know. It kind of tastes like a taco. Also, too, you want a friend that can hold your secrets. right? If if you have friends in your group and they telling you, I mean, friends gossip. Everybody gossips at some point, whether it's little or a lot. Stop the cat. Stop the cat. Because you know you doing that. Even if you don't think you're doing it or you don't think you're not doing it as much as somebody else, baby, it's okay. Everybody has something. Work on it. Just work on it. But if you know everybody's business because this person, be mindful of when you're sharing your heart. Be mindful when you get to a vulnerable place of who you're picking up the phone to call, who you're meeting for lunch and or drinks or whatever, who you're texting. Be mindful because it may be very sacred and you may be really in a really vulnerable place, but that same person isn't in that place. And if they're used to doing something like that, nothing's gonna change for you, boo. Straight like that. Straight like that. Nothing's gonna change for you. And you want people that you can confide in because you know it'll stay there. You want people that you can seek out information from because you know that they have the best interest for you and they're not just soaking up that tea to go spill it to somebody else. Some people will make it seem like they care. But honey, as soon as you hang up the phone, let me tell you about what so and so is. Man, her girl and blah, blah, blah is at it again. Excuse me. So you want to be mindful in your friend group too. If there's a leak, I would say. If there's a leak. Right? I like that. Get that leak out your boat or you gonna drown. Woo! Hey. Get that leak out your boat or you gonna drown, baby. You want into the encouragement from earlier in this video, you want women who, well, I personally, I don't want to tell you what to do. I'm giving you advice. I'm not telling you what to do. About me personally, I want women that can pray for me. I want women in my friend group that friend or men, either one. You can have friends that are guys or you can have friends that are girls. I don't know what your sex is that's watching this channel. I want my friends that can pray for me. I want my friends that can recite scripture for a certain thing, whether it's for healing or for faith or whatever the case may be. I want people that will be like, hold on, let me look something up and find a song that will encourage my spirit. I want someone who can find a video to uplift me or that meets me exactly where I am. I want people to take my situation so seriously like it's their situation. I want people that are chasing a relationship with God or have a relationship with God or seasoned in a relationship with God that can pull these things to uplift me. Right? I want someone who wants to see. I want friends that want to see me win and not keep me where I am. I want friends that want to see me elevate in my life, elevate in my business or my relationship or my podcast for me directly, or my finances and whatever the case may be. I want friends that are not envious and jealous and insecure. I want friends that are bold and courageous, that are loving and kind, secure. I want friends like that. And you should want friends like that. And that's another thing too. Be mindful of people of envy. Be mindful of the jealous heart. Be mindful of the jokes that are said about you when talking. Don't allow yourself to be subjected to these comments, the energy, Because sooner or later you'll find yourself questioning yourself. Sooner or later you'll find yourself doubting the word of God. Sooner or later you'll find yourself questioning your man or questioning your woman because things are being planted in your head. Energy has attached itself to you. Sooner or later you'll second guess if you should have even opened that business or shut down shop with it. Right? So be mindful of the company that you keep as far as if someone's giving off envy energy, jealousy, insecurity, condescending, right? Be mindful of all these things because those aren't qualities of a friend. Those aren't qualities of someone that has love for you. Those aren't qualities of someone who wants the best for you. None of those things that I just listed, are qualities of friends. When times get rough, and I genuinely want you to sit there and think, ooh, got something in my eye. When times get rough, who do you reach out to? And what kind of substance do they have? When times get rough and you go to pick up the phone and the person that you're calling, have they been staying stagnant? Have they been making an effort to change themselves first? Have they making an effort to change their physical situations? When times get tough and you go to text that person, is that person chasing after the word of God? Is that person pulling from Bible verses or songs or sermons or videos or even Facebook or TikTok videos? I mean, it's all out there. Things are, even if you're not in that, if you're not following God and you're more of, what is it? Not God, but the universe or whatever. Even if they're not pulling motivational stuff, these are things to be mindful of. Are they gossiping about other people's business, other people's serious business, people's marriages, relationship, finances, living situation, businesses, mental state? Are they telling you unnecessary information? Do they encourage you in your moments of weakness? These are things to really start to be mindful of when whether you're in the middle of a storm or you're not in a storm. Who's the company that you keep? What makes a friend to you? What friends do you currently have, and do they fit the criteria that you require for a friend, that you came up with to be a friend in your life? Because it's an opportunity, it's not a right. And just because someone has been your friend for years, just because you grew up with that person, just because you got 10 plus years of a friendship, or maybe 7 plus, 6 plus, 5 plus, there's seasons for a reason, baby. Seasons for reasons, baby. There's seasons for reasons, baby. For a reason, but you know me. I like to be extra and rhyme myself because I'm Miss Dr. Seuss. Mrs. Dr. Seuss. Miss Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss. But seriously, there's seasons for a reason. I'm going to do a whole podcast of that. Not just for friends, but like for everything in general. Comment down below if you don't even comment. I'm just going to do it. Brain, make a note to myself to do a podcast for seasons for a reason. Ooh, that's a good one. Not everybody that was your friend then is supposed to be your friend now. Not everybody that's your friend now is supposed to be your friend in the future. And some just stay. Some you just stuck with. Some, that is what it is. You don't be friends for your rest of your life. And that's great. But be mindful and be connected with God or the universe or whatever the case may be to know when it's time to let go. because it doesn't suit you anymore, because it doesn't suit the person that you're growing into, because they're not lifting you up and they're tearing you down, because you're staying stagnant because of that friendship, because whenever you leave them, you feel negative, because whenever you're around them, you're speaking different. Be mindful of the company that you keep. Who is really your friend? When times get tough, when times get tough, what kind of advice are you getting? Where are you being led to? I think that's pretty much all I got for you guys. I thought this was pretty good. A little bit all over the place, but I feel like I'm always all over the place. But I got some good stuff to tell you guys. I just think that's just part of my personality. I'm just an all over the place kind of person. But yeah, I'm so excited. I have videos to come, content to come. So just make sure that you guys are staying tuned. Have that notification button clicked. Ding it for me, for your girl. So you know when I drop all these informative and yet fun and some sexy videos, because they're fun and I love doing it and I love helping you guys while I'm helping myself. Y'all already know the shebang. I'm not going to get back into it. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and get caught up on all my old videos and stay tuned for my new videos. Hey. I'll catch you in the next video, guys. Bye.